Hi everyone, I'm Maddie with Temple of Geek, and I am here at Anime Expo talking to Justin Leach and Nabe, the producers of a new anime called Leviathan. How are you guys today?
We're doing good. Great.
Doing good, yeah. Happy to be here.
Yeah, how does it feel to be here at Anime Expo celebrating this new series?
Well, this is a home con for me, so it's a very honoring to come back to after 20 years as a professional to bring this show to Anime Expo.
Yeah, and I feel like coming here is always a way to sort of recharge our batteries and get sort of inspiration and see how much the fans love this medium that we're working in, and it just sort of energizes us and gives us a lot. For me, it's just very happy to see the fans, having fun and enjoying the projects that we're working on.
Awesome, that is very exciting. What are the differences in adapting a novel series like Leviathan to an anime versus a manga or more traditional media?
You want to talk from the pitching stage?
Yeah, well, I think it's definitely a challenge, because we're mixing two different cultures, two different, sort of perspectives on story. And so I think we first started working closely with the author, and I think on this particular production, we wanted to work very closely. We wanted to treat Orange as an equal creative partner. So it's also important to get their feedback, and then also Christophe Ferreira, who's our director, is French. So we wanted to sort of bring all these different perspectives in, and sort of develop and sort of find the best story for this particular project. I think how it varies from manga adaptation is just, I think everyone at the end of the day is telling a story, and sometimes there are different themes, but I think we just try to be faithful to the book and be very inclusive with all the team members and try to just tell the best possible story.
Do you have anything to add?
No, I'm going to
Perfect, thank you. So you said that you worked very closely with the author on the series. What did his involvement look like?
So from the very beginning, we wanted to make sure that we involved Scott Westerfeld and also Keith Thompson, who is the illustrator for in Leviathan, who played a very important role in helping build the world and supporting the story that Scott was writing. And so we were just wanted to so we basically made sure that he was included from the very beginning. And as we when we had our writers' room and we were developing the script and the story, we would send him copies of the script. He would be invited to the meetings. He could comment, and we really relied on him to make sure that we were portraying the characters correctly. That's really important that we get the characters right, and it's really nice to be able to ask, when we're writing something, we can say, to ask Scott, hey, is this something that they would say? Is this a way that this character might react to this particular situation? So it was great to have him as a resource, and he was, so helpful all through the production.
Very cool. Were there any challenges you guys faced when working on this project, and how did you overcome them?
I mean, the biggest challenge is that we had such a vast talent as in from various places. Mm-hmm. So America, France, UK. So, I mean, understanding the culture of each other, what everyone's bringing on the table was the biggest thing. And it wasn't difficult, but it just took time for us to really understand each other.
Yes, and I think that's a natural part of the process. Whenever you're working with other people from other countries, there are differences you discover along the way. There's always a struggle when making production. You're also competing against a desire to, there's the schedule limitations, but then there's the desire to make something really great, and we all want to make it great. We want to pour our hearts into it. So there's always these different forces that kind of tug against each other. But I feel what's interesting about Leviathan is that the story itself is about two different cultures coming together and building something, which is exactly what we did in production. So it was it reflected, what was actually happening in real life. Making the show reflected the story in a way, which I thought was kind of interesting.
That's really cool. That is really awesome to hear that so many different cultures and genres came together to work on the series. What are you the most excited for audiences to see, without spoiling anything?
without spoiling anything. I mean, but I mean, if people are aware with the shows we've been working on as Studio Orange, we work on Beastars, Trigun. What is happening with our production is that the same talent behind all those shows keep on, and with newcomers that joins our creative team, we keep on pushing for the best, more than the before. So it's always more than 100% that we put in. So you could really see the fruit of the labor there. So I really wish people look forward to what kind of new like more vast, what do you call, artistic talent, artistic expressions that we put in.
Yeah, I'd say definitely along the lines of what Nabe's saying. I think like the quality of the work is really important to me, and so I feel like Orange has, and everyone, the whole team has put all their efforts into this, and so I think it's just a very beautiful looking production. The music especially is really important to the story, and it's very epic. It's sort of shot in CinemaScope. It's a very theatrical experience, and I think what we're trying to create is something very different and non-standard and sort of evolutionary in terms of like we're hoping that this sort of international collaboration creates something new and exciting for people to watch. So that I'm just excited for people to experience this, and just and my hope is that people that don't normally watch anime will actually come see this show and actually enjoy it, and so that we can widen the audience and increase the people who watch anime and sort of really think of it more as a medium and not so much putting any sort of label on it, but just like, oh, this is great. This is a great story. Look at this animation production quality. It's awesome. So I think I'm just happy for people to see all the hard work that the studio put into it, because I think it's really exceptional.
Yeah, and it is a stunning series. Everything about it is beautiful. And I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk with us. Make sure you guys check out Leviathan on Netflix. It's wonderful. You're going to love it. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.